When we first took Johnny to residential care, we were in survival mode. Those early parent meetings felt like drinking from a fire hose. There was so much information about adoption trauma to process, it was overwhelming. Our focus had to be on getting Johnny the help he needed, which meant letting some things slide. We just didn't have the mental space for it all at once. One principle I've shared on this podcast that's helped me understand Scripture is sitting with the text and letting it really sink in. I want to apply that same principle to some of the more information-packed episodes and break them down into shorter, focused segments. Each one will highlight a single concept with ideas to reflect on and apply on your parenting journey. I'll let you know which episode it came from so you can listen to it in its context. My hope is to make all the wisdom in this content easier to take in and use. Anchors of hope and healing are on the way. Press pause on your busy life and rediscover simple family moments. In today's segment, Family Time Matters, taken from episode 183, Jane Baker talks about the hectic pace adoptive families often face and the value of intentional family connection, especially when life feels overwhelming or chaotic. I want to encourage you to grab a pen and paper and listen for the ideas that speak to you.
And then I think the next thing is take a look at what you're doing as a family. Because very often we are very highly overscheduled people. And we're going here and there and everywhere. And we're just, and our kids have to go with us and they have to put up with this high level pace. And you can connect to this, I think, as a parent, because whenever you're going through something difficult, you don't have the energy to keep putting that happy face on and going to this thing, this thing, this thing, this thing. Sometimes it's good to just slow things down, quiet the environment. Take more time, do more things as a family, even if you have to drag your teenager along with you. It's okay. You just drag them, but later they'll appreciate you for making the time, to be with them. And not to necessarily be on performance, whether that's because you're on performance if you're playing sports. You're on performance if you're doing some things with the church or with the youth group or whatever. There's a certain level of, here, this is my public self. And sometimes you just need quiet.
Yeah. Looking back, one of the things we did intentionally was to go on hikes with just the boys. And Johnny has told us, after all this has transpired and we've been through all these years of difficulties, that he likes to go on hikes now, still. So he has a good memory there. There were a lot of things we did wrong because we didn't understand. But that was one thing that, I think we did do right and tried to get the boys out and just do something as a unit, as our family. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
I can't preach loudly enough how important getting out into actual nature is and getting yourself emotionally grounded, doing some things with your family, and you're creating some memories. Even if a lot of times dragging kids with you that don't want to go, they can still be unpleasant. But sometimes our children are in a place where they'll tell you, like he did later, yeah, I'm really glad we did that. Although in the moment they would rather die than let you know. So
Yeah.
just do it anyway.
Right. Family time doesn't always have to be scheduled or flashy. It's important to step away from performance mode and make meaningful memories with our children. Here are a few takeaways and questions to reflect on. Number 1, don't be afraid to hit the pause button. Life gets busy way too fast, but it's okay and important to slow things down and spend time together as a family. Ask yourself, are we making enough space in our week just to slow down and hang out together as a family? Number 2, make memories, even if it's a struggle. Don't shy away from getting the whole family involved, even if it means dragging your teen along to join in. Sometimes forcing them to participate now creates meaningful memories they'll appreciate later. Ask yourself, What are some small, low-pressure activities we can do together to make memories as a family? Number 3, get out in nature as a family. Time in nature does wonders for everyone's mood and connection. Unplug and connect. Ask yourself, where are some places we could go as a family to experience nature? A local park, a state park, or just around the neighborhood? And finally, number 4, the good stuff sometimes shows up years later. Kids might roll their eyes about family time in the moment, but those shared experiences usually become the stories and memories they cherish the most. Ask yourself, what's one family tradition we could start and stick with, even if it doesn't seem all that appreciated right now? I would encourage you to sit with this episode. Make your own notes. These small, intentional moments can have a bigger impact than we realize, sometimes showing up years down the road. Let's keep making time for what matters most. Family time does matter. It's my hope that with these shorter segments, you will be able to process and apply the principles that will help you navigate your parenting journey. That's all for this episode. Until next time, this is Tim, encouraging you to do what you can now. I hope today's episode encouraged you to face the storms in your parenting journey with courage and confidence. If so, would you please share this episode with another adoptive parent? It would also bless me and the mission of this podcast if you would take a couple of minutes and leave a review for the show on Apple Podcasts. Until next time, this is Tim, encouraging you to do what you can now.